Hello, my name is JR, and I've been looking for a really good way to harvest the seed of the milkweed plant. The milkweed plant is the only plant that the monarch caterpillar can eat, and I've been looking for a way to easily harvest seeds so that I can plant it and help in the recovery of the monarch butterfly. So basically the first step is to find somebody willing to let you harvest milkweed pods or get some in the wild. The milkweed seed pod looks like this. This is the end that was attached to the plant. This end will be used in the harvesting process. You can see that there will be a seam, and if it is ripe enough to harvest, if you give a very slight tug or press on it, pinch it, and that pops open, you know that it's ripe enough to plant. The second indicator will be the color of the seeds themselves. So let's see. A neighbor was kind enough to give me a whole bunch of these, and so when she was cleaning out her garden, so hopefully this is ripe enough. Look how obvious that seam is there. I'm just going to give it a tug. It opened up fairly easily. These seeds are a little bit light, but I'm still going to harvest them just as an example. I have quite a lot of seeds I've already harvested. I don't know if you can see the color difference there. So, in order to harvest the seed, grab the end, peel this back, peel it open, grab the end of the seed pod. It's not fastened at this end. Hold it very, very, very tightly. Pull off and discard the end, the rest of it. I'm going to do a twisting motion, which basically brushes all those seeds off very fast. So, holding it very tight, I'm going to wrap my other hand around it, and the pinky will catch the ones at the tip. So I tell people to make sure to use the pinky and just basically do a rotation movement. This is now a bunch of fluff with no seeds attached, basically. You're going to end up with some fluff on this hand, but it can just brush it off like that. And this is the harvested seeds. Just that fast. Now these are not ripe enough in my opinion, so I'm not going to put them in my harvested batch. But I'm going to do the harvest action again a couple more times, hopefully with riper seed pods. She was cleaning out her entire garden, and she must have given me 100 seed pods. So they come in various stages of ripeness, so I'm looking one that opens up easily. So here is one. Hopefully it will work out for us. There's the seam. Here's the end that came from the plant. Here's the end that was farther away. Give it a very slight open. It opened up very, very easily. You can see how much darker those seeds are. These are ripe enough. Peel back the pod. The seeds are only fastened in the pod at the end that was attached to the plant originally, which makes it very easy to grab and hold very firmly the other end. I'm once again going to repeat that twisting action. So twist this over so I can go a complete twisting action. And a almost totally empty seed pod. There's some here that are still left, but truthfully when I have like 100 of these, I'm not worried about this. I do take the remaining pieces of fluff and I take them to any wild area that's not in use, and I'll just dump everything there. It'll compost naturally, and if any additional plants seed themselves, that's all the better as far as I'm concerned. Once again, very little fluff, a little bit on this hand because you're gripping it so tightly. Rub that off. A couple pieces fell in there. And let's see if I can find another one that's pretty ripe enough to give you a demonstration. This one, the seam is almost invisible, but it did open up very, very easily. The seeds are nice and dark. Peel it back, grab it very firmly, discard the pod. You can see how nice and dark those seeds are. Rotate it your wrists so that you get the most maximum rotation. Make sure the pinky covers that end so that you get these ones on the end. This one didn't work as well. But one nice thing about this process, you can actually move your hand up and do it again, and you still have very, very minimal mess. I'm actually glad it worked out that way, so you could see what happened if it didn't work the first time. Because I had to do it twice, I did end up with more fluff. Never do this inside the house. And let's see if I can do another one here. We'll give this one a try. There's the seam. Very hard to see on this one, but you can still see it right there. Give it a slight tug. No, this didn't open up very easily, but the seeds are dark. Once again, peel it back. Grab that very firmly. Discard. Most of your seeds gone. I just went like this to get rid of the little tiny bit of fluff attached to my hand. Not very much there. And now I'm trying to figure out a way to show you how much I've harvested in doing this, even shooting several versions of this video. I have a freezer container here. It's about 8 inches on the diagonal. It's about 2 inches deep. I probably have thousands of seeds. So this is how big it is. You can see this is about 8 inches from corner to corner. It's about 2 inches deep. And as you can see, that's at least 1 inch worth of seeds. They're just literally. That's what I found to be the fastest and the neatest way to harvest milkweed seeds. Once again, don't do it inside. The seeds need to be a bit of a, can't do it very well, sorry, a bit of a dark coffee color. I've tried holding this up to be able to show you a better picture of what it looks like, but I haven't been able to get that very well. Sorry. And that's what the seeds look like. There are some pieces of fluff. Those are easily picked out. And I hope this proves to be useful for somebody who is trying to figure out how to harvest milkweed seeds fairly quickly and cleanly.